Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashraf bin ABDUL HALIM. Okay, today I will talk about the MRT, Kajang to Sungai Buloh. Okay, the definition of MRT is the capacity to carry vast number of people effectively and providing the foundation of public transport service of the city along with the all rail type. Okay, as we know, the MRT itself, Datuk Sri Najib Tun Abdul Razak, former Prime Minister of Malaysia, announced the mass rapid transit that's called MRT project at the time, proposing a 10 Malaysian proposal at the Parliament. Okay, the first half of the SBK line, consisting of 12 height station and cover 20 km, was introduced. Another 19 stations with a total of 31 over 51 km are completely operational. Okay, MRT project is the motive that the MRT project is built in Malaysia is because of to lower congestion in Kuala Lumpur, and it also to reduce the environmental pollution in Kuala Lumpur. As we know, the Kuala Lumpur is the place that too much vehicle and they produce a lot of carbon dioxide, and then it will harm the environmental and become the globalization and become the worst thing into Malaysian itself. Okay, the amount of carbon dioxide, it increase each year, day by day and years by years, because of the increasing of vehicle in Kuala Lumpur city, and it's become the global warming. Okay, the carbon dioxide will rise into the atmosphere, and it will give very environmental harm. Okay, this project is set by government to ensure that the people can conveniently use or access the public transport, and will make sure that the dream to make the city become the green city and free from the carbon dioxide from the vehicle itself. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is FARAH, AMIRA and I will present about the first problem. So the mass rapid transit development are effect on the physical surrounding based on the resident expectation. However, it was found that the construction of the transit MRT had a negative effect on the community. The construction work can also be exposed current subsurface pollution. So the first and foremost, a major causes of the physical surrounding is the air pollution, which is the most intermediate effect of the pollution on a construction site due to the poor air quality. In addition, dust sizes particulate matters is emitted into the air in form of the sulfate and silicates, as well as the diesel engines and on-site diesel machinery. The pollution of water induced by the construction project containing concrete, gravel, fuel, petrol, paints, and other toxic substances if the building site is more rural. General construction wastewater can also contribute to the difficulty with the urban water supply. A further causes of this physical problem is the noises pollution, and the vibrations can adversely affect the health, which can also include the high blood pressure, stress, having a sleep disturbance, as well as loss of hearing. In every infrastructure project, noises generations are mainly consist of the heavy machinery, excavations, and the construction from the tractor, jackhammer, set of mobile generators, and peeling project. Hence, this project has been identified in order to ensure that the body participate in this project are recognized and addresses identify environmental concerns, while the core research seeks to provide wider as well as the general knowledge to facilitate the potential elimination of this problem.
Assalamualaikum, my name is AMIRAH, so I'll be presenting for the second problem, which is inadequate skill and professional staff to handle the tunnel boring machine. So the tunnel boring machine has been known as a machine used to digging the tunnels by drilling and blasting method through variety of soil and rock. In Malaysia, the tunnel boring machines that has been used is called variable density tunnel boring machines by MRT companies collaborate with MMC and Gamuda contractor. So the problem here is that not all workforce can perform these multiple tunnel boring machines due to lack of skills and professional workers. Based on the 2030 Economic Transformation Program report, difficulty executing MRT project is because inadequate skill and professional staff to handle multiple tunnel boring machines. For example, to install TBM such as set up for drilling, transporting the tunnel boring machines from one place to another, relocations appliances is quite complex and it requires professional workers to handle the tunnel boring machines. Other than that, the issue of shift working hours can also be risky because not all have the same expertise, and this will lead to high-risk situation when the problem occur. In order to guarantee the effectiveness of underground works, the group should enable effective combination of human capital and also experienced and professional technician. So therefore, it is crucial for the workers who has specialized skills in tunneling in order to perform the job.
My name is NURNABILLA ROSLIE. I will explain the problem is that the traffic congestion due to the construction works. Traffic congestion is a major problem due to the increasing number of private vehicles. Traffic congestion due to the construction works is one of the biggest possible impacts. As seen from the MRT project, construction works can often lead to the congestion along roads where the works are being carried out. Traffic congestion happens including street diversion, restriction and road closure, platform construction equipment carrying excavated supplies, materials and machine tools. It may involve reduction in terms of land size or road diversions to accommodate machinery and working area being located on the road shoulder. Reduction of land width will reduce the effective land capacity by 15%. Insufficient road capacity will cause temporary bottlenecks that disturb the smooth flow of vehicles. That means when the width of the road is reduced, the speed level is indirectly reduced and this will result in traffic congestion. Other than that, due to the movement of the construction vehicles or dump trucks at Bukit Bintang and Concrete Station. For example, the traffic congestion occurred at Concrete Station in the various schools like SM Jalan Concrete, SRK and SML Jalan Convent Jalan Pil. The transportation of excavated material, about 180 trips per day from the launching shaft areas at Concrete and Semantan to the disposal site in Puchong, has the potential to cause congestion since the road will pass through the residential areas. So therefore, congestion of the traffic due to the construction works can disrupt the smoother vehicle flows.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is PUTERI NABILAH. I'm going to explain about the last problem in constructing MRT, which is the height risk of deep excavation in constructing MRT towards its workers and surroundings. Okay, as we know, if we want to develop, especially in urban area, we want to develop something, we are facing the problem of due to the scarcity of land. So this problem lead to the ideas of having a deep excavation in the underground level or the basement, meaning to say that we are developed on the underground level. So in order to develop this underground level, we need a deep excavation process or activities to construct such a project. So it same goes to the MRT project. We need that kind of deep excavation in certain places, such as the Tun Razak Exchange, the Maluri station, okay, which required a very depth ground level. That so this process somehow bring the problem towards its worker and its surroundings, because its worker itself have been enriched, okay, because the tendency of the project to be collapsed is very high. This can be seen in the incidents of the nickel highway in Singapore, where the project has been collapsed because of deep excavation, because it is this deep excavation is not properly managed, or is not properly having a risk management analysis, precise risk management analysis, which bringing them to be collapsed. And so fortunately, this MRT project does not face any major collapse, okay. We just have a few accidents. For example, a Bangladeshi worker died while working at the Tun Razak Exchange Station, and it was the first recorded underground fatality since the MRT construction in 2012. And then 3 workers are feared dead after a 300-ton of concrete span collapsed on Kota Damansara MRT, and also 1 worker was killed and another was stuck in the construction of Semantan MRT. So just a few accidents. We doesn't facing a huge collapse of these projects, because I believe that our constructor have a very precise risk management analysis, and this accident occur maybe due to this some unpredictable, okay, uncontrolled things that happen during the construction project.
Okay, an emerging understanding of the problem that are related of the existing physical effect has led to a few solutions that might help to reduce the physical impact of the MRT. So there are a few measures to eliminate or reduce the air pollution, as the main issue is that the first and foremost, for the protective measure of dust emission, dust screen that cover the buildings under the construction and solid barriers all over the place are one of the important ways to minimize the effect of dust contamination. There are include the material hoist and the rubble dropped into the building dust screen, as mentioned by the COP 2018. At the conference, environmental management has one of the initiative with the team Good Air Quality with MRT, which is one of the solutions to reduce the air pollution. Another possible solution is to avoid the water pollution is include the mitigating soil degradation while allow as much as vegetation as necessary throughout the extraction process. Protect all the drains on the construction site by using hazardous chemicals wherever possible, the properly covering and tracing for the use of toxic compound. Protect the product from the buildings to be destroyed during the rain or under severe environmental conditions, and storing and disposing of wastewater as an efficient to drain and sediment sludge anti-disposal. The main noises reduction step can be taken to move noise barriers built such as build walls to act as sound buffers, manage products properly, and use silent electricity equipment and machines. As according to the Leong 2011, MRT has limiting height, noise, and vibration level practice between the 8 a.m. until the 6 p.m. Except on the construction during the public holiday and the Sunday, which the uses of low noises and peeling vibration are approaches. Hence, for the reason, the interdisciplinary and the responsibility method may be required to achieve the understanding solution, which may also minimize the multiple impact towards the people, the environment, air, and others, which may have the effect on the physical surrounding during the MRT development.
The solution to solve the problem of inadequate skilled and qualified staff handling a variety of tunnel boring machines is the establishment of a training program called Tunnel Training Academy. the establishment of the Tunnel Training Academy in Malaysia by MMC and Gamuda Company, which has been formed in 2011, is to produce the experienced and trained workforce for the involvement of project tunneling, to prioritize the industrial tunneling through educating the local youth the valuable details of complex tunnel boring machines. Other than that, its mission is to provide a sufficient supply of experts, technicians, and also qualified employees to facilitate the rollout of MRTs and other projects involving tunneling abilities. For the recruiting process, students would be hired in this training facility from the MMC Gamuda community and nearby professional practice centres, and taking the students into multiple tunnel training courses. This training is different for all types of students, where the duration of the training will be given in order to fulfill the training period, following the skills and the knowledge of the trainers.
The solution is that control traffic flow with appropriate warning signs and flagmen with specific management plans prepared for each site. It is the way to minimize traffic congestion by having appropriate warning signs and flagmen. Proper traffic management planning is important to reduce inconvenience and avoid possible danger to road users. This is the common practice of safety indication is performed by the traffic controller, as also known as the flagman. This is a practice is very crucial in a road construction site in ensuring the smoothness of the road traffic operation and to alert the road users on road construction activity in order to manage the traffic flow. So it may maintain the safety and smoothness in the traffic flow and guide the road users when the road construction activities are in progress. For example, usually the flagmen are highly visible with the bright orange vest, while stand with the stop and go sign. This is to ensure that drivers alert with when they bypass the road to the single lane. Besides, specific traffic management plan for each construction site shall be prepared in order to ensure minimal traffic disruption during the MRT construction. This MRT project is a comprehensive plan managed by the traffic expert based on the government guidelines and designed to allow drivers and pedestrians to pass construction zones safely. The stringent traffic control at work site will also be implemented, where installing advanced warning signs to inform road users of new lane arrangement, create buffer zones, and provide human traffic controllers to guide traffic near work zones to facilitate smoother traffic flow. Therefore, this may be the way to in order to reduce the traffic congestion during the implementation of construction.
And as a solution to the problems of deep excavation is that there need to be established effective risk management activities at the early stage of a deep excavation at construction, because it is essential to some company that handle those projects to have a successful risk management at the early stage of the project. Okay, so for example, we can have a instrumentation. Instrumentation means that it is important for the person that responsible to conduct this kind of project to use a very typical tools for engineered components, such as inclinometer for wall movement, ground settlement. It is about the instrument or the tools that we know these tools can prevent any kind of accident that will occur. Okay, so this is by putting at the early stage of the construction of the project. Okay, and the next one is that the monitoring triggering scheme. Okay, initiate different notification level, namely alert, action, and alarm. These two, instrumentation and monitoring scheme, has been used in constructing MRT. So I guess it is why our MRT construction project does not having or does not facing a major collapse. Okay, and also and this kind of monitoring triggering scheme is about when the monitoring result hit any triggering stage, the responsible contractor must coordinate, advise, and execute appropriation, meaning to say that we already have a preparation at the early stage of the risk management analysis, so that any negative consequences or any predictable incidents can be overcome.
Okay, in the conclusion, the MRT was one of the effective and time spending, also the environmental sustainable strategies for the migrating urban development issues. Okay, as we know, the MRT project is focusing to be 40% or M40% who go to work and easily to access the public transport and does not have any vehicle in their house. So that's why the MRT project is focused on M40 and B40%. Okay, as we know, MRT SBK line project has give a big impact on the land and eliminate 82.305 ton of carbon dioxide per year and saving 411.525 trees and 9.3 million gallon of petrol each year because of this MRT project, and give the person or the citizen itself easily to go to MRT and not use their vehicle, and it will reduce carbon dioxide and it will give a lot of good thing to the environmental itself. They reducing the cost of living in spending more money in reach their place. For example, as we know, the MRT, we only use 230 cents only, and then we can go to get a token and we can go from another place to another place, or we can use our car. We use a lot of petrol, maybe 10 ringgit or 15 ringgit from our home, from our house to our workplace. Maybe more, we can spend more for 1 day of spending. So from that, the government help these people, the M40 and B40%, they will easily they can go to work easily, because as we know, the definition of government is the tools or the representative by the citizen to satisfy the citizen itself. That is the definition of government. Okay, that's from me. Thank you. So, finally, as we know, the government is easily or give satisfy the citizen by this project and focusing and reducing the poverty in Kuala Lumpur. Thank you.